I honestly didn't think I would make another video about this topic, but you guys keep on insisting, so let's just go for it. What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Yair. If you are new to the channel, please make sure you guys hit that red big subscribe button down below and join the channel. We are so close to 1,000 subscribers. I believe right now we are at like 930, around there, I don't know. But yeah, we're getting super close to 1,000 subscribers. Make sure you guys subscribe down below. We make vlogs and photography videos as well as filmmaking videos just like these. And yeah, join the channel. Honestly, I didn't think I would make any more of these videos because I've covered this camera plenty of times in the past. Now, every day I would get Instagram DMs and YouTube comments asking about this camera. Questions like, is it still worth it? Should I still buy this camera? Do you still use this camera to make videos? And I'm going to cover all of that in today's video, so stay tuned because some of these questions might benefit you and your interest in this camera. So basically what I did is I wrote all of the questions down on a sheet of paper, so I'm just going to be reading off them. Some of these questions were asked like 10 times and I'm not even kidding. So I'm gonna try and speed through these because they are quite a lot of questions. But yeah, let's get started with the first question. Should I buy a Nikon Coolpix B500 as my first camera? Main focus is to film videos. The answer for that is quite simple. Yes, I definitely recommend you buy this camera. Okay, so as in right now, the price of this camera goes for $260 and on Best Buy, and for only $215 on Walmart. I bought mine at Walmart for $300. Now it's $214. So if you have that budget and you really want to get into the like video and filmmaking, yeah, I definitely recommend you pick this up at your local Walmart or Best Buy or even Amazon. I highly recommend it if you are trying to get it for videos. If your main purpose is to shoot videos and make films, I highly do recommend you buy this camera. It shoots 1080p 30 frames per second, 1080p 60 frames per second, which you can reduce by 50% in post so that you can get that buttery smooth slow motion. And it shoots 720 30 frames per second. If your budget is anywhere from $200 to $300, I highly do recommend you buy this. So yeah, the answer for this is yes, buy it right now. Now, moving on to the second question, is the quality better than an iPhone 8? So when I first started, I was filming with this camera, and then I bought a Samsung Galaxy Note 8, which the camera is highly amazing on smartphones nowadays, and I was shooting on this. This is a Galaxy Note 8. It was definitely better than the Nikon Coolpix B500. And if I'm going to compare it to an iPhone 8, I'm pretty sure that the iPhone 8 out qualities, if that's even a word, this camera. The iPhone 8 shoots, I think, 4K, I believe, and this only shoots 1080p. But if you shoot 4K, you can then reduce that to 1080p, so you can make it look even more better. That's basically the technique that I use. I shoot in 4K and then I downscale it down to 1080p because it just makes your footage look a lot better. The answer to that is no. The quality is not better than the iPhone 8. Does it have a viewfinder? No, sadly this camera does not have a viewfinder. I really wish it would though, but it doesn't, so. Is the camera water resistant? I actually do not know about that. I wouldn't recommend trying it though because it's probably not, and it can really damage it, so I wouldn't recommend trying it. Are the batteries chargeable and how much are they? Okay, so the thing about this camera is that it holds AA batteries, which at first I was like, what the heck, you know, I was extremely confused because it doesn't hold like a regular DSLR battery. And honestly, at first I was really like upset about that, but then from my experience of using the camera over and over, I actually like the AA batteries. Like, I wouldn't recommend it on every single camera, but on this camera it's honestly pretty cool. There were some times I remember shooting like a whole week of like a whole bunch of pictures and a whole bunch of videos, and the camera and the battery was still full, so it's really good. But yeah, are the pictures better than a smartphone? So the thing about smartphones nowadays is that they are extremely improving. Like, honestly, I was first shooting with this camera, the Nikon, and then I bought a new phone, and I honestly liked the camera quality on my phone better than the Nikon. It was just extremely better than the Nikon, and I was for like a good maybe 2 to like 4 months, I was shooting completely on my phone. Like I was shooting all my YouTube videos on my phone, and I wasn't using this camera anymore. I was just shooting everything on my phone. So honestly, I would suggest going for like a new phone instead of a camera like this. There's obviously better cameras, but this question is specifically asking about the B500. But yeah, my answer to that is I would prefer you buy a phone than a Nikon Coolpix B500. Smartphone camera or B500? I already covered this question. I don't know why I wrote it again. So in my case, I would prefer a smartphone camera because I have a Galaxy Note 8, and I bought this phone like when it recently came out, and I bought it because I needed a new phone first of all, and then I used the camera and it was way better than my Nikon B500. So I said to you guys that I was using my camera on my phone more than the Nikon. So in my case, it would have to be a smartphone. Does it have a microphone input? Yeah, no, this camera does not have a microphone input. The camera that I'm shooting with right now does have a mic input. This one on the other hand doesn't, but it does have a noise reduction. So if you're out vlogging and you know you're obviously outside, there's gonna be wind and people talking over you and all these type of noises. It has a it has a wind noise reduction. So you can just turn that on if you're gonna vlog outside, and it acts like a microphone input, basically reducing all the wind noise behind you and only focusing on your vocal cords, which would be your voice. And in that case, it's giving you awesome footage for vlogging. So it doesn't come with a microphone input, but it does come with that awesome feature. So I would really recommend that. Can you see yourself when filming? I want it for vlogging. No, you can't. Let me show you guys what the screen does. You see this camera right here, it has a screen, but you can't flip it this way. You cannot flip it this way so that you can see yourself while vlogging. You can only flip it like this. So basically it only flips upward, so if you're shooting video upward, you can see it from down here. And if you're shooting video down below, you can flip it to this side. And you see that? You can see it from here. The video flips all the way here, the screen flips here, and then it screens all the way up. It does not flip sideways. It doesn't do a full alternating flip out screen. It kind of sucks, you know. If you're gonna use it for vlogging, just know that it does not have a flip out screen, so maybe holding it up and checking how it looks first maybe would be a better idea, because it does you're not able to see yourself because it doesn't have an alternating flip out screen. So yeah. This next person said how long for videos. I think what this person was trying to say, how long can you record videos? You can record videos up to 30 minutes on this camera, so keep that in mind. Can I hook it up to a monitor? No, you cannot. I actually tried it the first time I had it because it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't have an alternating flip out screen, so you're not able to see yourself when recording. I wanted to hook it up to a monitor, so I tried a lot of things. I tried different cables, but I couldn't manage to get it to work, so I'm gonna have to say no. You cannot hook it up to a monitor, which really sucks. Okay, so this next person has a really cool question. Should I buy a Nikon B500 or a Nikon B700? Okay, so I would recommend you buy the Nikon B500 because of the improvements that they have added and the features that they had added to that camera. So features like a viewfinder, so you have a viewfinder, so if you're into photography, that would really benefit you because you are able to look through the viewfinder and take pictures. And it does have an alternating flip out screen, so you will be able to see yourself if you buy this camera. And it also, I think, no, it doesn't have a microphone input. It does not have a microphone input, but the price for this thing is a little bit over $350, so this can go anywhere from $350 to $400. It is an upgrade to the Nikon B500. It's a little bit more expensive, but if you are looking into buying the Nikon B500, I would really recommend you search up and do some research on the Nikon B700 after this video, just so that you can get a clear mindset of all the features that it packs. And honestly, saving an extra $100 for what you are getting is probably more better than the Nikon B500. So I would recommend you get the B700 over the B500. Can we shoot in 60 frames per second? Yes, I said already, you can shoot 1080p 60 frames per second and 1080p 30 frames per second. Is it good for YouTube videos? My main purpose for buying the camera was for making these type of YouTube videos where I would sit down and talk and I guess kind of record and start my filmmaking journey here on YouTube. You guys can check out a bunch of short films that I made with this camera. They have the Nikon B500 name at the end of the title, so you guys can easily find them. And I'm gonna link a couple of them down in the description below, or you can just, you know, swipe down, check out the videos that I made with this camera. Because when I did start, I bought this camera and I was making literally all of my videos with this camera alone. But yeah, it honestly is good for YouTube videos if you are into like vlogging or filmmaking, photography, whatever it is. This camera is what you need. Okay, so I'm going to answer the final question. Who is the Nikon Coolpix B500 for? Like, what type of creator is this camera for? Now, I believe this camera is for the type of person who is like barely starting on like filmmaking and photography, if you're into the photography. Now, I feel like this camera is the type of camera to be for a person who is just starting off in their journey of filmmaking or photography, if you're into that like I am. But I think this is for the person who is just starting out, wanting to learn about filmmaking and about camera settings, and wanting to start a YouTube channel as well. Even if you want to vlog, this camera will benefit you. And yeah, that's who this camera is for. If I did answer any of your questions that you were wondering about this camera, please make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe down below, leave a comment if you want to know more about this camera or any questions about filmmaking. I was thinking about doing like a Q&A sometime, so if you want to leave some questions down below, and then I'll probably answer them in another video. But yeah, that has to be the end of the video. I told you guys all about the Nikon Coolpix B500. Like I said, if I did answer your question, leave a like, comment down below, and yeah, that's the video. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. We make like photography vlogs related videos, and we like sometimes we do like sit down and talk videos like this as well. So yeah, make sure you guys subscribe. But with that being said, my name is Yair, and remember, create to inspire.